Hitesh, Ashish, fundamentally, what are you making of this counter? Numbers have been pretty impressive, up about 6% in profitability. Management has indicated that they've got a pretty strong pipeline of about 40,000 crores of projects that they've got lined up. Keeping those factors in mind, is this a hold for the investor?
Yeah, certainly. I think the company actually is doing quite well, and within the ADAG group.
Move on and welcome in our next caller. Prasad joins us. Pardon me. This is a call from Mr. Appu Swami from Tamil Nadu. Hi, Mr. Swami. Good morning, sir. What's your question?
Madam, my query is about GSPL. I am holding 500 shares of GSPL.
Okay.
Bought at the rate of rupees 42 per share from 3 years back. Now I want to hold the same for another 3 years. Can I get a price of rupees 400 after 3 years? That is what I want to know.
Okay, and if our analysts say that you won't get a price of 400, you want to sell the stock right now, or are you comfortable with a 20% sort of appreciation year on year on your stock?
I am comfortable with 20% increase year on year.
Okay, so oil prices in general. Stock's done extremely well. Hitesh, what do you think? Where will it go?
I would like to congratulate Appu Swami on selecting this counter. It's given a very good return in the last 3 years, and if you look at the charts, it's a very good technical setup. The stock's clearly in an uptrend. It's been making a pattern of higher tops and higher bottoms. What Appu Swami could do currently is keep a stop loss of 103 and ride the trend while it's on. What he could do with his stop loss is keep trailing it such as 10% below the highest high, so that his stop loss could move along with the price if the price moves in his favor. That way he could capture the entire trend as it materializes, but in case the trend turns bearish, he would get a timely exit as well.
Well, that's the call coming in on GSPL. Clearly not looking too bad for that counter. That's a clear hold from Hitesh and Ashish both. Next up, we've got a query from Shamu. He's a student calling in from Tamil Nadu. Hi Shamu, what's your question?
Good afternoon. I am holding 30 shares of State Bank of Mysore at the rate of 735.
Right, I believe it's State Bank of Mysore that Shamu owns. He's got about 30 stocks of those purchased at 750 rupees. Ashish, what are you making of State Bank of Mysore? Valuations are pretty attractive. There's a lot of interest in the banking space. I mean, most brokerages have a buy call on most of these banks. And also, they could be a potential target as well going ahead for an acquisition, of course. What is it that you've got to say on this counter? Can Shamu hold on to it?
Well, I don't think there will be a possible takeover.
I mean, I'm just taking a look at what the stock has done in the last week, if nothing else. 21% gains coming in. What should the investor do? Is it looking a little overbought to you? Should he be cautious and book his profits, or continue riding this rally?
Yes, Amina, this counter is currently given a breakout, and as you mentioned earlier, banking sector as an overall sector is very, very bullish right now. So this is a good counter to hold on to. We can keep 800 as a stop loss and keep trailing the stop loss as the price moves in our favor, and ride the rally in this particular counter if it pans out that way. So my recommendation is to hold on and enjoy the rally that could happen in this counter.
Enjoy the rally. That's Bank of Mysore that we're speaking about. We'll be back to take many more stock questions, and also to remind you that you can interact with us, send us your opinions about the
buy or sell. Let's go across to next caller now. Joining us on the phone line, we've got Deepak. He's a doctor calling in from Kerala. Hi Deepak, what's your question?
Yeah, I have 1,000 shares of Electrotherm. I bought it at around 300 rupees. I bought it on the, looking at the company's book value of 420 and a price earning of nearly 6.5. What are the future prospects?
Right, Deepak, just to get an understanding, are you a medium-term investor or would you be a long-term investor?
I'm a long-term investor.
Well, I'm not... he apparently is a long-term investor. Hitesh, Electrotherm, I know the stock is under some pressure today, but if it's done decently well in the last year or so, the stock's returned about 50% to the investor. 3 months as well, it's been an outperformer. Not the outperformer of sorts, but it's not done too badly either. What is your advice to the investor? He's marginally in the money. Should he continue holding on to it, given that he is a long-term investor?
Samina, Electrotherm overall has been in a range between 275 and 365 for the last 6 to 8 months. It saw a high of 650 in Jan 2008, and currently we are around 325, 330. So I would recommend Deepak to hold on with a stop loss of around 270, which is just below the bottom part of this range. And we could have a potential target of around 350 to 375, which would be a good point to exit this counter. So my recommendation is to hold on currently with a target of around 350 to 375.
There you go. That's Deepak. Hold on to Electrotherm. You can exit the stock around 350, 360.
Next up, we've got Mr. Ratan joining us from Chennai with his next stock question. Morning, Mr. Ratan. What's your question, sir?
I hold 500 shares of Researcher in Mines and Minerals. Researcher, I bought at 130.
Right.
So what should I do? Should I average it or hold it or sell it?
Should you average it? Good question. I'm wondering why the stock's actually taken a 32% beating down. There should be something to do with just the overall, global apathy towards anything to do with minerals and commodities, because Q1 net profit was up about 139%. The company seems to be reasonably okay in terms of how it rewards its investors. There has been a bonus issue as well. What's happening? The company is also close to doubling its industry as a whole. It's not really that bad an idea. Hitesh, what do you think? Researcher, if you look at the charts, a little nervousness is a definite thing. 32% down in 1 month and 5% in 1 week. Okay, we've just lost Hitesh's line. We'll try and get him back, but I have his views here. He recommends that you should hold on to this stock. The current market price is 87. Charts have a range bound with trade between 67 and 110. But recently there has been a breakout on the stock. So hold on, but do have a stop loss, especially if sometimes the stock just turns negative. Then it's important to keep a stop loss as well. And that's 65, which Hitesh has recommended.
Well, next up we've got M.K. Shastri, is a retiree calling in from Mumbai. Hi sir, what's your question?
I started off with 10 shares of Bajaj Auto in 1969, and then that grew up into bonuses, etc. I've held them for about 40 years right now. I have over 10,000 shares right now. Now the yield I get is maybe around just about 2%. So how would you advise me, encash some part of it and put it somewhere else for getting some better yield, or what should we do about it?
Right, sir. You've seen fantastic returns on that counter, so congratulations on that one. And we'll get Ashish to help you with what you should do with your...
I think the stock is pretty good. Just stay invested.
Well, there you go, Mr. Shastri. Apart from being envious, like Ashish indicated, as clearly said, you can hold on to the stock. You've made fantastic returns, and hopefully you will continue making good money on the stock fundamentally. Well, Hitesh obviously also has a hold, and he does believe that the stock can be held with a stop loss of 24.50. You should ride the trend and trail with a trailing stop loss of about 10% below its highest price. So there you go, 24.50 should be your stop loss, Mr. Shastri, and you can continue holding all those 10,000 stocks of Bajaj Auto purchased by yourself. Well, that's of course Bajaj Auto, but on that note, we slip in a quick brief.
Student writes in that he holds 100 shares of Sri Renuka Sugars, bought at 64 rupees. His risk profile is high. He wants to know, should he continue to hold this stock or not? Well, the stock is at about 70 rupees today. Sri Renuka pretty much bucked the trend in a scenario where you had many of the other large companies reporting net losses this quarter because of the sudden dip in sugar realizations. Sri Renuka actually posted a net profit rise of about 15.38%. Still remains one of the best bets in sugar, and when the industry turns around, this one should do better, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. And I think this time around, I expect at least the cycle to turn around much faster.
In the last 3 months, 28% up, investors sitting on money. But sometimes you tend to get a little scared about cyclicals and wonder. But you think, are you getting enough strength from the charts to suggest a hold on this one?
Sri Renuka is showing signs of a breakout, but the charts are not completely bullish. So as per my model, I'm still not long on this counter. But overall, it has shown a breakout, and it's very possible that Sri Renuka continues to ride on and give a fresh uptrend from here. So my advice would be to hold on with a stop loss of 62 if you already invested, which is the case of this investor. And if the trend continues to materialize, we can trail the stop losses as the counter moves in our favor, and we could see around 30 to 35% also in the next 6 to 8 months.
Well, that's the call coming in on Sri Renuka Sugars as a whole from Hitesh. Next up, we've got Shankar. He's